Hello and welcome to Education at SSBJ online video tutorials. We were in chapter motion of class 9 and in previous video tutorials we have discussed few of the exercise questions. We shall continue with few more exercise questions in this video tutorial. Our first question is, state which of the following situations are possible and give an example for each of these. So there are three situations which are given and we should tell whether it is possible or not. If possible, we have to give example. Now the first one is an object which constant acceleration but with zero velocity. Now we shall take the first option and try to understand. An object with a constant acceleration but with a zero velocity. Now what do you mean by constant acceleration, or what is acceleration at all? Let us take an example. If a car moves with some velocity, let us say 2 meters per second for the first second, and then the speed remains same or velocity remains same. Why velocity and speed are same? Because we are taking a situation where the body is moving in a straight line, right? So therefore, for the first second, its velocity is 2 meters per second. For the second second, its velocity again 2 meters per second, and it continues for the third second, fourth second, and fifth second, right? That means you will find on the vehicle the speedometer will give a constant speed, and that is 2 meters per second, right? There is no change in the velocity at all from first second to sixth second or to fifth second, right? If that is the situation, do we have acceleration here? No, there is no acceleration. Why there is no acceleration? Because acceleration is due to change in velocity. Do we have change in velocity in this? Velocity remains constant and therefore there is no acceleration, right? So one thing is very clear, to have acceleration we should have change in velocity. So keep this in the mind. Let us take another example. Here what happens, initial velocity is 2 meters per second and then it becomes 3 meters per second. So what is the acceleration? There is change in velocity here. And we know that acceleration can be found by change in velocity, that is v minus u. V is for final velocity and u is for initial velocity divided by time. So in this case what happens? Time is 1 second because 2 minus 1, and v is 3 meters per second minus u is 2 meters per second, and that becomes, answer is 1, and a is equal to 1 meter per second square, right? So here our answer is a is equal to 1 meter per second square, which is between first second and second second. In the same way, in the second second and third second, you can even calculate. Here also you get a equals 1 meter per second square. If there is 4 meter per second change in velocity. Suppose there is change in velocity but 5 meters per second. So how much is change in velocity here? 2 meters per second. So 2 meters per second for every second, which is equal to 2 meters per second square, is the acceleration here. So here the acceleration was 1 meter per second square, whereas here the acceleration is 2 meters per second square. But in this example there is acceleration, okay, but acceleration throughout is not constant, right? So second point is, if the velocity changes in different amount, then the acceleration is there but it is not a constant acceleration. And suppose if you get a situation where velocity changes between time intervals of every second, for example 2 meters per second, for second it became 4 meters per second. How much is the change in velocity? 4 minus 2, 2 meter per second. How much is the change in velocity here? 6 minus 4, 2 meter per second, right? And how much between 4 second and 3 second? Again, it is 8 minus 6, 2 meter per second, and here also 2 meter per second. For every second, you divide for every second here, then you get its acceleration is equal to 2 meter per second square for throughout the motion of this car. Then we say constant acceleration. Did you understand now? This is the meaning of constant acceleration, which involves equal change in velocity for every second, right? And now we'll go ahead. Now let us go back to our question. And what was our question? An object with constant acceleration but with zero velocity. All we have seen here is about constant acceleration, but velocity was not zero, right? Is it possible to have a constant acceleration but with a zero velocity? Let us go for a situation. This is a ball and it is to be thrown upward vertically so that it should go straight towards upward. So imagine that we are throwing this ball in an upward direction and vertically upward direction. That means you have to give some initial velocity for it, and that should be much more. So more initial velocity if we give, and it will start moving upward. And will it stop? Yes. Once the velocity becomes zero here, it stops here, right? And then what happens further? It will start falling down. Let us once again see this. Once you give initial velocity, it starts moving up, then its velocity becomes zero. And if its velocity becomes zero, should we call it as a body at rest? It is not at rest, it is still falling. Though its initial velocity is zero, it is falling towards the ground from where it is thrown. And why it is so? Because it has an acceleration. So this is a very good example that though the velocity is zero here at this point, still it is going to fall down. After 1 second, its velocity increases, and then in the next second it will still increase, and therefore acceleration is possible. So the answer to this question will be the given statement is possible. And what is an example? Example is of a body which is thrown vertically upward, because when the body reaches its final velocity, that is zero, it will still have an acceleration because of gravity. We will go for next sub question. And what is that next sub question? An object moving with an acceleration but with uniform speed. You know, acceleration is because of change in velocity. Change in velocity. So please remember this while we answer this question. And what do you mean by uniform speed? We know that speed is distance covered in unit time. So we can tell speed as distance covered. Distance covered in unit time. That is the definition of speed. But what is velocity? Velocity has the same definition. You can slightly alter this. Distance covered in unit time in a given direction, right? Or we can say velocity is rate of change of displacement. The moment I brought here the term displacement, because we know that displacement is a vector quantity, and vector quantity is the quantity which has got magnitude as well as direction. So please remember, speed is a scalar quantity which has only magnitude, and velocity is a vector quantity which has magnitude as well as direction. And uniform speed is nothing but constant speed. Constant speed means if a body moves, for example, let's say 30 meter per second throughout, for every second, we can say that it's a uniform speed. Now coming back to our question. An object moving with an acceleration, and to move with an acceleration we should have change in velocity, right? Now if a body goes straight, let's say 30 meter per second, for every second its velocity is checked and it is 30 meter per second. In this case we say that it is moving in uniform velocity, and since it is moving in a straight line, we can even say that it is moving in uniform speed, right? So in this case, uniform speed as well as uniform velocity both are same. But remember, these uniform speed and uniform velocity is not same in every case, because velocity is having a magnitude and direction. Any one of these changes, velocity changes. Now there is no change in the direction as well as magnitude. You can call it as either uniform speed or uniform velocity, right? So let me once again remind you, to have an acceleration we should have a change in velocity, not change in speed, right? So we shall take one example here. Let us take a circular motion, a body moving in a circular path. Let's say if a body moves on a circular path with some velocity, that is 30 meter per second, and along the circular path its velocity remains same. That means we can say that its magnitude remains same. What is given here is a magnitude, right? See, further, its magnitude is remaining 30 meter per second, right? So since velocity and speed has a common thing, that is magnitude, right? So we can refer this motion as a uniform speed because its magnitude is not changing, right? Its magnitude is not changing. It is throughout 30 meter per second. So speed remains same. Do we have change in velocity? Yes, because velocity is not only made of magnitude, it has a direction also. Now what is the magnitude of this velocity here? 30 meter per second. But when it goes further, its direction is changing. When it was here, its direction is in this direction, and then it's going in this direction, and further it is in this direction, then further it is in this direction. So there is continuous change in the direction. So if the direction changes, then the velocity changes, though its magnitude is same, right? And if the velocity changes, there is an acceleration, right? So this example you can quote for this particular question, that an object moving with an acceleration, this is the object which is moving with an acceleration now, right? This is the object which is moving with the acceleration because its direction is changing. And whose direction is changing? Direction of the velocity is changing. But speed remains same. Speed has no consideration of direction. Speed is having only magnitude. Does its magnitude changes? No. Is it uniform? Yes, because it's constant here. So speed is remaining constant but velocity is changing because its direction is changing. Therefore, this is possible object moving with an acceleration but with uniform speed. I hope you have understood this. This is a very important question. We'll go for the next option. An object moving in a certain direction. An object moving in a certain direction. Suppose if this is the direction of the motion with an acceleration in the perpendicular direction. Generally what happens if a body moves, this is the body, and if it is going straight, right, then the direction of the motion as well as the acceleration, direction of the acceleration, both will be same, and that is for all the motions which are moving in a straight direction, right? In the linear motion, generally it happens like that. But look at the situation here. An object moving in a certain direction with an acceleration in the perpendicular direction. Let us take this example of a circular motion, and the body moves on a circular path. Now if you ask a question why at all this body is moving on a circular path, it is because it is being pulled towards the center, right? So this is just looking like a radius, which is a direction of acceleration. It is as if like this body is being pulled towards the center. So throughout its motion, it is being pulled towards the center. Now you may ask me, if it is being pulled towards the center, then why can't it fall into the center, right? If the direction is towards the center, direction of the acceleration, the body should fall towards the center. Just like, an object, if you drop it on the ground, its direction is towards the center, and so it falls towards the center, right? But in this case, it is not falling towards the center, it moves all around the circular path. It is because this object has a direction of motion not towards the center, it is actually moving towards or along the tangent of this circular path. It is as if like this object is trying to go straight, but the direction of the acceleration is pulling towards the center. When this object moves further, it is actually going straight here in this direction, but its acceleration is towards the center, and so on. Where all it is moving straight. This is the direction of the motion, where the direction of the acceleration is towards the center. So circular motion is an example where the object moving on a circular path has a direction of acceleration towards the center along the radius of the circle, whereas its motion, direction of the motion is along the tangent, and therefore they are, perpendicular, 90 degree, right? So these are the answers for all these ABC options, and all these ABC options are possible, and we have discussed different situations where all it is possible. So this is a textbook question, and this question can be split and asked in the examination. So please go through this. Thank you.